Most people don't need a better budget, they need better beliefs, a different mindset, because even the best budget can't work if your own beliefs are working against it. Whether you've been here before or this is your first time, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. I share simple videos about financial clarity, peace, and living a grounded life. Today, we're breaking down the book, The Psychology of Money, and why most financial struggles don't start in your wallet, it starts in your mind. Money decisions are rarely logical, they're emotional, based in fear, insecurity, survival mode, unhealthy comparisons. And these shape more of your financial habits than many people realize. Point number one, behavior is greater than knowledge. The author writes, doing well with money has little to do with how smart we are, but a lot to do with how we behave. Most people think they need more financial education, but really they need better systems and just less emotional landmines. You can know all the right answers, but if your emotions are running the show, then that is a recipe for disaster and will cause you to self-sabotage. That's why so many smart people avoid budgeting, they overspend, or just stay in a financial survival mode. Here's what you can try. Write down 2 to 3 things that would move your financial life forward, whether that's checking your accounts every day or every week, automating your savings, or tracking your spending. Do those for the next 30 to 60 days. It doesn't have to be perfect, but once you start to do these things consistently, then you will see a change. Point number two, freedom is the highest dividend. The author says the highest form of wealth is waking up and being able to say, I can do whatever I want today. That, my friends, changes everything, because wealth isn't just about the balance in your bank book. It's about options, the option to rest, the option to be present in your family's life, the option to say no to anything that does not serve you. Plenty of people are chasing higher income, but they still end up feeling trapped. They've got the paycheck, but they don't have the peace. They have the job title, but they don't have any time for themselves or maybe even their family. This matters because success isn't just about status. It's about designing that life that fits you, that fits your family, that fits your values. What is the point of getting to what you define as success when there is no peace of mind, when you're not able to spend any time with your family, or it completely compromises your health? Freedom is the real success. Do this. Ask yourself, what does enough look like and feel like for me in this season of my life? Write one clear sentence that defines your version of success, even if you're still working towards it. For example, success means being present for my family while still building sustainable wealth. Point number three, getting wealthy versus staying wealthy. Getting money and keeping money are two completely different skills. Getting wealthy takes risk, ambition, even optimism. But staying wealthy, that takes humility, frugality, and a healthy respect for uncertainty. Right here is where a lot of smart people fall completely off track. They grow fast, but they don't build the habits to hold what they've earned. Here's a real world example. Look at professional athletes that may earn millions of US dollars, whether they're in the NBA or the NFL. Many of them still retire broke in a few years after not playing anymore. What that means is if you're building wealth, think long term and not betting everything you have on one outcome. Do this. Audit your habits and ask yourself, am I building just to impress others, or am I building so this can last? Also, if I didn't have an income for 3 months, would I still feel stable? Point number 4, save like a pessimist, invest like an optimist. One of the most memorable ideas in the book comes from chapter 13, which speaks about room for error. Saving like a pessimist means being honest about life's uncertainties. Emergencies happen, plans fall through. You're going to always need a cushion because, simply put, life happens. On the other hand, investing like an optimist means believing in long-term growth for yourself, your skills, your future. This kind of mindset gives you two things: protection and possibility. The savings will protect the downside when things don't go as planned, and then the investing creates the upside. Point number 5, wealth is what you do not see. Before I started to read about money and expand my knowledge, I didn't think about this one. Certainly not this way. Spending money to show other people that you have money is the quickest way to lose money. In other words, it's not what you're going to see, it's really what you don't see. The expensive cars, designer clothes, the big vacations, the mansions, those are signs of spending. They don't necessarily mean wealth. Most real wealth is invisible. It's the investments that are growing quietly in the background. It's the emergency fund that helps you sleep better at night. It's the paid off debt that allows you to have freedom. We live in a world that rewards display. You get likes on social media when you're showing the lifestyle, the luxury, but trying to look rich can leave you very broke. Or worse, it can delay the actual financial freedom that you're trying to build. The next question to ask yourself is, if no one could see my life, would all of these choices still make me feel just as good? When you shift your mindset, you shift your outcomes as well. So if you've made it this far, I hope this gave you some value. There is another video I think you would like as well. It is Lessons Learned from the Richest Man in Babylon. I'll link it somewhere on the screen or in the description below. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until the next video, take good care. Bye-bye.